Hi, I'm Chris with Scott Technology Group, and today we're here to discuss jams on the Canon C259. Here we see that we have our machine already stuck in a state of jam, so we could go ahead and give you some key pointers. We'll begin with the control panel here. Once we zoom in, we can see here that our machine is telling us that we have a paper jam over on the right-hand side, indicated by the blinking dot there on the screen you see. So we'll go ahead and open up the side door here, and let that door fall open. At this point, we can go ahead and see some paper that we have jammed in the machine. We have one in the fusing element here, which be aware that it is hot, thus the caution sticker here, letting us know that this is a hot item and we want to avoid direct contact with this item. We also have the paper down here. So in this particular case, it's a good jam to go over, mostly because we have this top paper here and we have the bottom paper in the bottom. This is the most common type of jam you'll experience in an office environment, mostly because we are printing multiple pages at a time and multiple jobs are being processed within the machine at the time. So in this case, we will go ahead and start by removing the piece of paper that's jammed in the fuser. Now, as we can see, the majority of it is already fed through the machine with only a tiny portion still yet to feed through. In this case, I always prefer that we remove that by going to the front of the machine here, and then underneath the panel, you'll see the paper sticking out of the machine here. In this case, since most of the paper is fed out in this end, it's easier just to grab that and pull it straight out. You'll feel very little resistance. Go ahead and remove that, and then we can avoid any accidental tearing of that paper. Then we go back over to the side of the machine, and we can begin by removing the second piece of paper that we see jammed right here in the transport area. We just go ahead and grab this piece of paper. Now, when you're inside the machine, be aware of not only the fuser, which is hot, but right below the fuser in this color machine, we have a transfer belt. That's a photosensitive belt, and we want to avoid touching our fingers against that surface right over here. It's dark, black, and shiny that you may not be able to see very well on the camera. But again, this surface here, you want to avoid touching with your fingertips. Go ahead and grab the paper that's in the machine and pull it straight out of the machine until the paper is removed, and then go ahead and discard that over to the side. At this point, we can go ahead and check our door. In case we are printing double-sided, we have our green tab here, which we could go ahead and remove or open. And if there's any paper hanging out behind here, we go ahead and grab that paper, remove it from the machine, discard it to the side, close our tab, and reset all of our jam switches there by closing the door. Now at this point, we'll go ahead and drop down to the side and open up our door here. If we had any paper that was feeding through the machine, it's possible that it may be kind of hanging out here because the machine jammed and it didn't get to feed, so it's just hanging out. Go ahead and grab any paper that may be down here, remove it from the machine, and close the door. At this point, we'll return to the front of the machine again, and we will go to our paper trays. We'll go ahead and grab paper tray 1, and we'll open it to its full duration, open up our tabs, remove any paper that may be in here that hasn't fed through the machine, or reload the paper. Again, a quick note here is it's preferable to let all the paper run through the machine before you load new paper on the machine. The point of this is we want to avoid any user error that may come by loading heavier paper on top of used paper, crinkling it up, and then forcing that paper when it feeds through the machine to jam in the machine because it was not properly loaded in. To avoid that, we just let the paper trays empty, then we reload them. Once the trays are reloaded, go ahead and close the tabs here and here. Make sure they are firm against the paper, and then just give the tray a gentle close. Go down to tray 2, open it up. You'll do the same thing. Adjust your tabs, remove any paper that may be jammed or misfed, or load new paper into the tray if it requires that. Adjust your tabs to your paper size, close the tray, and at that point, as you can see, your machine should resume printing. If you have any further questions at this point, our number is here on the sticker. Feel free to give us a call. We'd love to have a chat and always willing to help. Thank you.